It says, I used the latest methods of recruitment, but often those people who show enthusiasm when being hired lose their enthusiasm when they start working. I used expensive headhunters, but the results do not satisfy me. What is their mistake? The problem is in the word their mistake. They probably made a mistake. It's very possible. You know what? And the candidates made a mistake too. There are multiple mistakes here. Let's identify what's the mistake of the recruitment headhunter, what's the mistake of the candidate, and what's your mistake. That takes multiple people here to create a demoralization. Headhunter, they're not all professionals. You have to be very careful whom you hire, because they just look for somebody who is available and sell it to you. They don't really match the job to the style of the person, to the qualification of the person. They just find a warm body, bring it to you, and you're stuck. Be very careful that you really hire a very professional headhunter. And also, I would suggest if you can do it, you don't pay the headhunter unless the person that they recommended and you hired stays with you at least 6 months. If he gets fired or he quits short of 6 months, there is no fee to the headhunter. So he should be paid for successful headhunting, not just for headhunting. So the mistake of a headhunter is they're not professional enough. Get yourself a professional one and test them by the way you pay them. What's the mistake of the candidate? Some candidates are desperate. They want a job, and they will exhibit enthusiasm, happiness, everything, dedication, to get the job. I can do anything. Ask me. I can do it. I can do it. They're selling themselves, although they're not qualified. They might get the job, and then what happens? Very unhappy. Why? They don't like the job. They cannot do the job. They did not investigate well enough. It will be like a woman that wants to get married at any cost, and she marries the first guy that is willing to marry her, although he's the wrong person. And then what happens? What happens to her morale right after the wedding night? Down the drain. Same thing here. So you as a candidate, don't just get a job. Ask yourself, what am I looking for? What am I looking for? I like the slogan of monster.com. Look for a job that you will do for free and then make them pay you. Look for a job you will do even for free. That's how much you love it. And then make them pay you. You don't look for a job that pays you and then you see whether you like it. What is your mistake? I would say that not everyone we hire works out. You need to hire several people and then to get rid of some people and leave the successful one. So maybe your expectations are too high. Maybe you're expecting that everyone you hire will work. Doesn't happen. It's like dating. You have to date a lot of women until you find your wife. You have to bring the person in and then watch them very carefully. Don't throw them into the water and let them swim and ignore them. You watch them very carefully the first 6 months. And you see whether they are learning, The most important thing is, are they learning? They're going to have difficulties. They don't know the job, new company, new job. Are they learning? How fast are they learning? What is their attitude? Do they get discouraged on the smallest problem? Or they have the can-do attitude and they just go and learn and overcome it? Very positive attitude. Attitude is extremely important. What makes a successful person is not what he knows, but what he is. Does he have the positive attitude, can-do attitude, willingness to learn, willingness to change? How does he work with other people well? Is he a team player, or does he put the responsibility on everybody else and he is always fine? He can walk in the rain and not get wet. Everybody else is wet. Watch it. Before you hire the person, I will strongly suggest that you call their previous workplace and find out how they work with other people. Which means, how do they disagree? Do they know how to disagree without being disagreeable? Or they are a rotten apple in the cart, giving everybody a hard time. Nobody can work with them. People are very happy to see him go. You are bringing the disease from there to your company. As a matter of fact, you want to hire somebody who is already working, who is happy in his job, people are happy with him, and you steal him. Not somebody who is frustrated, is fired, is looking for a job, nobody wants to give him a job, but he's available. That's your mistake. But even if you hire the right person, with the right motivation, with the right attitude, willing to learn, willing to change, willing to adapt, willing to be a team player, you can still frustrate them. How? The job is not well defined. They don't have enough maneuverability, freedom of action, enough authority to make decisions to produce results. The rewards are out of balance with a job or with authority. There is disparity between what you expected, how you can do it, and why will you do it. In the short run, the person will fight. He will try to make it happen if he has the right attitude. And it will be almost a pain in the neck. He's going to come and says, what about this? What about that? Come on, let me do it. And down the road, if it cannot succeed, we know what's going to happen. The worst, which is apathy. If there is total silence, apathy, the person gives up. It is your mistake. You didn't build the organization correctly. I strongly recommend, in that case, to bring Adizesa. Our associates around the world can help you to structure the company correctly, to structure the direction, the structure, the information, the reward systems, and all at once you're going to free energy of people that have positive attitude that was stymied in the past.